All right, this is Robert Forsch with the YouTube channel Truth, and I've got some pretty unfortunate news. Although I was able to reset my liked videos playlist, it has been returned to private. It's a YouTube artificial intelligence censorship. I'm featuring a lot of videos right now. There's currently 5,000 videos that are featured, and I can't share them like that. So, in an effort to circumvent that on my channel, what I've done is gone ahead and created different playlists. I've got one that's Revelation, one that's my phone number, another one that's a hashtag for my name, Truth, Artificial Intelligence, and then I've got more playlists. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the thumbnails on those. And then there are many, many other playlists on my channel that you can see. And the reason why I wanted to bring this to your attention is because with the new COPPA laws, there's one of the videos that I featured. I'm gonna show it to you. It became apparent today. This video about the Great Culling, and it's put out by Framing of the World is the name of the channel. And when I went to, I'm going to click on it, and I want to show you something here. I found a way. Okay, so right down here in this corner, if I want to add it to a playlist, well, I can't. Let me move where I can go to do that. It's right now that action is blocked because it's for kids, the Great Culling. So I want to show that to you when this
with no hard drive.
when this ad is out of the way, so I can show you the thumbnail. But here's the deal on this. This video is a powerful documentary about the Great Culling. It's got 12,000 likes and almost 1 million views. Now, here's the problem. They have denoted that this video is for kids, and it's really not kid-directed content. It may be a misunderstanding by them to go ahead and share with kids because it's important. It's important for everybody to know. But here's the problem. If YouTube, actually the FCC, if the FCC deems that to be not child-directed video, they can be assessed with a $43,000 or $42,530 fine, I believe it is, and it would likely shut the channel down. Now, I'm mentioning that to you because I believe it's important for you to know what I've done on my channel is to make my whole channel is not directed towards kids. That's the way that they put it. And because of that, then I'm not, if I put any content that they deem as directed towards kids, I could be fined for that. Right now on my channel, I'm showing the bushfires. People are getting absolutely burned out of their homes. Look at that. That's one of the reasons why the world government, the New World Order, doesn't want people to live in a concrete castle like I've talked about, because they can't burn you out like that. When they want to do an expansion in an area, they'll just send a wildfire there. It could be caused by either directed energy weapons or just a little gasoline or a flare gun, anything like that, to get a fire going when there's a lot of drought and a lot of combustible burning material. A lot of what they've done in this is so tragic. What they've done in Australia is made it so that They can't do the bushfires the way that they used to be able to do the controlled burns to manage the tinder, to manage the fuel supply. So it's an Aboriginal way of maintaining that they don't allow anymore. So some of the people that were mentioned for being arrested for arson were actually doing controlled burns. Some of them were. So it's tragic. It's a political issue as well. They've got weather wars is going to be another video category that I create. Take a look at this. They're just absolutely burned out. Weather wars can create droughts, floods, hurricanes. Artificial intelligence can interrupt the supply of electricity, the flow of goods because of the interruption in the electrical supply. So I've taken a lot of heat because of what I do, and there's a lot of censorship that's going on by hiding my content from people that are looking for my channel and they can't find it because the artificial intelligence is hiding it. So, what I'm going to do, just to let you know, is I'm going to share what I can as much as I can through the liked videos playlist. The video on my channel right here, I talked about the Tesla Cybertruck and all of that, and the Truth Mobile, and I mentioned about the liked videos playlist. I had tens of millions of occurrences of my liked videos playlist in circulation. The artificial intelligence severed that by turning the playlist private, and I can't turn it back to public. They ran a patch through programming term. They made it so I can't do that anymore. I can't have my liked videos playlist public. Now you can find videos, and maybe a lot of the videos that I featured, you would be able to find. But what I'm going to do is to make it so that the channel here. Wow, there's my live broadcast right now. I'm going to make it so the channel is set up so that there's playlists all over of a variety of different categories. This one in particular dealt with artificial intelligence. There's a lot of occurrences of that playlist out there. So I encourage everybody to adhere to the COPPA laws, the FCC guidelines for censorship, basically, is what it is. And what I would encourage you to do is to make all your whole channel for not for kids. Kids are still going to find the channel. They're better at finding some of that stuff than a lot of adults. I'm not talking about putting adult content or any perversion. What I'm talking about is the content of exposing the New World Order, the toxification of the food, water, and air, and information, selectively presenting it to some and hiding it from others. Look at the tragedy, the human tragedy.
To get to make their way back to their homes, to see the devastation and destruction for themselves. There is a concern in these fire-ravaged communities now about the risks from falling trees, from falling power lines, and now too a concern.
So one of the things that's happening with those wildfires, they're calling them bushfires, they could happen everywhere, and there will be a lot more fires. That's the biblical proclamation. That's going to be the cleansing of this world, will be with fire to the destruction of even the elements. I'm a biblical creationist, unapologetically so, very scientific. Science actually proves the reality of the world that we live in, true science. The the deception becomes self-evident or evident to those that know the truth. By irony and paradox, the deceived are unaware that they are in fact deceived. So I'll do my best to share this information. On my Facebook, I've got the follow feature and a lot of pages that I've got here. You can check that out. The other thing is that I'll do my best to make this information public. Once again, my phone number is easy to see. I put it out there so that you can contact me anytime. It's a searchable result. That's part of what that is. And so the other thing is if you, I think it's probably fine to flip it around. If you go ahead and tag me in a video, what's going to happen is I'm going to probably drop a playlist in a comment. If it's a flat earth meme or a new world order kind of post, I'm probably going to drop in there with a lot of information. Now, this list is called Revelation, okay? So I'm going to go back to my channel like this and once again show you what that looks like. A lot of different playlists, a lot of different topics, and what'll happen, it's all centered on the truth. That's what I'm all about, is sharing the truth to the ends of the earth around the clock and exposing the lies that are going on right now. It's tragic. So those that look at, there's Dean Martin. They have just a lot of human tragedy. I've featured a lot of videos of this on my like video playlist. There's Edna, and look at what happened to her place. How tragic.
Robert Solway and his 29-year-old son Patrick died defending their property. Patrick's wife Renee today honoured her husband, saying, "We are broken."
It's so sad.
Friends remember them as strong community members.
I haven't got to see any of the rest of the family yet, so hopefully we'll get around to seeing them. So yeah, like I said, it's a terrible, terrible thing.
So this information needs to get out. The climate change, get Greta Thunberg in there and have her hug some koalas and expose the weather wars, the weather modification, but that's not going to happen. They're going to call it climate change and insist that the water be dammed up. They ought to have Scott Morrison, instead of trying to shake hands with firefighters that are really upset with his public policy, they ought to have him opening up dams and irrigating areas that they were holding the water back from. It's criminal. This is the Crow House did a excellent job of exposing so much of the politics, and that there's abundant water in areas where they put private dams and withheld the water from these poor people that are trying to survive. So I'll do my best to expose this. Feel free to reach out anytime. This is Robert Forsch with The Truth. Thank you so much for caring. This is what I do. I'm not afraid to live, die, or tell the truth. I'm not patterning this outreach after anybody else's activity. I'm too busy doing what I do to really monitor what other people are doing. I'm just doing my best to do what I believe God created me to do. Thank you so much for your public and private encouragement. Feel free to reach out anytime.